welcome back. We continue live right here at Pittsburgh CW. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call on the Borders and Borders Hotline. Bob Pompeani, Gene Collier at your service tonight at 412-575-2600. So, Gene, the Steelers started this week as a 7-point favorite over Carolina.
Oh, really?
They're now 4-point favorites over Carolina. Yeah. So, what do you think?
I thought that they started out at 5, but I'll defer to you, obviously.
It was 7. I know that firsthand.
Okay. Well, I think that's about right. The Steelers are playing really well. Carolina's playing a little bit better, but of course you get some consideration for being at home. But I mean, I think it's a tough game for both teams on 3 days rest.
What was your take on Baltimore's game plan for last week's game? Because I thought it left a lot to be desired, to be honest. And I don't think Joe Flacco likes when Lamar Jackson's on the field.
Well, you know, that whole package with Lamar Jackson makes no sense. I mean, obviously they want to take advantage of his skills, and they are considerable. But everybody knows now that when they leave Flacco on the field, you're playing 10 against 11.
Right.
Flacco
he just takes himself out of play.
He goes out as a wide receiver to the
That's a good point.
far left,
yeah.
And when the ball is snapped, he turns toward Jackson and goes like this. Is that going to do something? Is that going to draw some coverage? I mean, that whole thing makes no sense to me. I mean, if you want Jackson in the game, put him in the game and keep the wideouts in there.
And let him throw. It seems like all he does is either run or hand off.
Yeah, Flacco did not have a good game. I didn't find the game plan or any of that wanting, but my eye is not as trained as yours on that.
Let's go out to Mike, who's been waiting on line 2. Mike in Indiana. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
Okay, what's going on?
I have a problem with two things right now. Pitt's athletic department needs to step up their game because they've had too much inconsistency within the past few years. And another thing, it seems like Alabama and New England Patriots are always on top of football. No matter what you do, no matter what rules they put in, you just can't stop them. And it seems like the head officials are rigging the games on purpose to make Alabama.
Let me tell you something. The officials don't need to rig anything for those two teams to win. They're good enough to win, and that's a separate topic. Gene, it's Alabama. Man, you talk about an embarrassment of riches. They just keep on keeping on, and Nick Saban just goes out and he has his choice. It's not. I remember when John McKay, to me, when he was the head coach of USC, I remember saying to myself, it's unfair back then because USC always seemed to have the best talent. And every Saturday, his biggest challenge was trying to figure out which Heisman Trophy candidate would carry the ball next. It wasn't, we have multiple. Let's figure out, and that's what Alabama has.
They were backed up behind each other. Well, the fact is, the best players want to play for Alabama. Nick Saban, I always thought was an okay coach. He's benefited greatly from that situation. He was a bust in the NFL. But I'd like to be able to tell you that these things are cyclical. But you're right, Alabama's frustrating a lot of college football fans. I think they're so much better than everybody else. New England's not nearly as frustrating. I mean, they did not win the Super Bowl last year or the year before, I don't think.
No, but Alabama is just, I don't think there's any doubt who's going to win a national championship. And even if they lose a game in the next several, it doesn't matter. They're still going to win a national championship. Let's go out to Richard in Monroeville. Richard, you're on. Go ahead.
What do you think about who should be starting when Le'Veon Bell comes back, Connor or Le'Veon Bell?
Connor. I don't think that's even a question.
It's a question every night on this show, Bob.
Well,
every night.
The answer's the same.
Every night. The answer is the same, Connor.
All right, so, hypothetically, again, James Conner will be my starter all the way through, but if there is an injury, this is why I still think it's important that Le'Veon Bell signs this thing and gets in here. To me, I always viewed him as an insurance policy this late into the season, but it's a good insurance policy to have. If you're going to pay a guy $853,000, he doesn't necessarily want to bang his body up. Good, sit on the sidelines, but if we need you, you better be in shape to play.
It benefits the Steelers if Le'Veon Bell is on the team. It does not benefit this show. I wish Le'Veon would announce, look, I'm leaving, I'm not coming in this year. We could stop talking about him. Instead of talking about him for the next 6 years.
You're a smart man. I'm going to ask you this question. Will he ever make up $14.5 million?
No, and still, I mean, if there's any way this has made sense, this can make sense. It hasn't been explained to me, and I have not been able to figure it out.
Yeah, I can't either. No matter what he makes next year, minus 14.5, if he sits out the whole year, you're never going to make it up, period. We're due for a break. We'll take it right here on Pittsburgh CW.